Welcome back to Nageshwari's Kitchen. Today I'm going to share a most requested video, sambar powder and puliyodara powder. It's a 2-in-1 powder. I'll show you how to prepare both at the same time in a huge quantity, and also you don't need a rice mill or something to grind this powder. We are going to use just the mixer grinder that we have at home. Let's start to prepare. Before that, if you are not subscribed to Nageshwari's Kitchen, please subscribe to Nageshwari's Kitchen and press the notification bell symbol. You will get notified whenever I post my new videos. Let's get into the video.
So I have taken a measuring cup. You can use any measuring cup. So the measurement is very important in this masalas. So whatever cup that you use it till the end. Okay. So let's start. I have taken 4 cups of coriander seeds, 1 cup of cumin seeds, half a cup of fennel seeds, and half a cup of peppercorns. This is whole peppercorns. We are going to dry roast first these 4 ingredients, then we are going to add a few more ingredients. So first we are going to dry roast this. As I said, the measuring cup is really important. You can use any measuring cup. So add all the ingredients in the pan. I'm using iron kadai today. You can use any pot. Do not add oil. If you add oil, you can't store these masalas for a longer time. And fry this in a medium flame. To check the consistency whether it's done or not, the cumin seeds and fennel seeds start to flutter. So that means it is ready. So make sure the flame is on medium only. It will take time to fry this, but definitely you have to you have to cook this in a medium flame only. Can you hear the sound? Now let's start to roast. Chana dal 3 cups. So we are going to roast this for 1 minute. Then we will add urad dal. So the measuring is really simple: 4, 3, 2, 1. So 2 cups of urad dal. I'm using split urad dal. You can use whole urad dal as well. Dry roast this in a medium flame. So it has to turn into golden color. Once it's half done, we are going to add a rice. I'm using Sona Masuri rice, 1 cup of Sona Masuri rice. You can use idli rice as well. Do not use a basmati rice. Sona Masuri or idli rice is preferable. So dry roast this until you get the golden color of these 3 ingredients. So I have poured my coriander seeds spices in the newspaper to cool down, and I'm roasting on the side this one. So it has to roast completely. Now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of fenugreek seeds. I'm adding this almost at the end because fenugreek seeds, if you roast too much, it will give you bitter taste. So do not add at the beginning itself. Once all the lentils and rice is fried, then you can add fenugreek seeds. Just 2 tablespoons is more than enough. Do not add too much. And I'm adding 2 tablespoons of mustard seeds. So when the mustard seeds crackle, then flutters, then it means it is ready, and also the lentils is almost done. So once it's done, then we can transfer this into the coriander seeds and fenugreek seeds, all those spices that we have already roasted. We can add this one as well into that. So the the lentils will take little bit longer time. That's why we are roasting it separately. So this is almost done. You can see the texture. The rice is roasted perfectly, and the lentils as well. So still little bit more. I want the chana dal to be roasted as well. So I'm going to roast just 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to transfer this into the coriander seeds that we roasted before. So add in all together. We are going to grind together only. So just add together and spread it into the newspaper or a big plate. So it has to cool down completely. So while roasting, you have to make sure the flame is in a medium flame only. It will take a little bit long process, but still we have to do this method only to get a great flavor aroma. So when you're frying only, you can feel the aroma. The whole house is filled with aromatic spicy powder. So if you want to get that consistency, the aroma, you have to do it in a medium flame only. Now I'm going to add 100 grams of dried red chili and 50 grams of Kashmiri chili. So you can adjust as per your spicy level, and you can use the round red chili as well. So it's up to you. So I got only this one from Indian supermarket, so I'm using this chili. So we are going to roast this in a medium flame as well. Make sure your exhaust fan is on. This is overpowering when you roast these chilies. So make sure your exhaust is on and roast this in a low flame until you see the golden or blackish color. When the chilies are turned into blackish color, and also you will see a little bit the chilies are bubbled up. That means it's roasted perfectly.
Today I have used dried red chili as well as dried Kashmiri chili. Kashmiri chili only to get a bright red color. That's why I'm using that. If you don't have dried Kashmiri red chili, you can skip that as well. It's only for color purpose. So you will get natural bright red color when you use into your variety rice or a sambar or a fish curry. So you will get a beautiful red color if you use Kashmiri red chili.
I'm adding 2 handful of dried curry leaves. Prefer to use dried curry leaves to store these masalas for a longer time. If you use fresh curry leaves, you can't store this for more than a month. So I always wash the curry leaves and then dry it inside the house itself for 1 or 2 days. Then I will store these curry leaves nearly 1 year or 2 years, so nothing will happen. So that's how I store my curry leaves. So I'm using more curry leaves, so it gives you nice flavor, and also it's good for your hair and it's good for your health as well. So try to use more curry leaves in your masalas or in your cooking. So roast this until the chilies are very well done.
Good.
So in today I'm using dried curry leaves, and do not use fresh curry leaves. As I said, if you want to use these masalas instantly, you can use fresh curry leaves, but if you want to store these masalas for 3 to 6 months, do not use fresh curry leaves. I got these curry leaves from my friend Petula and Monica. They gave me a big bag of curry leaves, so I washed and dried and I stored these curry leaves nearly 6 months now. I'm using this to my all my cooking and spices. Try to add more curry leaves in your cooking. It's good for your health. So this is almost roasted. You can see some of the chilies are turning into a blackish color. So to check the consistency of this fried chilies, when you take a chili, it has to break. It has to break. When you break it, it has to break easily. If you want to make instant masalas, you can add some oil, so the chilies will fry faster as well if you add oil. But I want to, as I said, I want to keep these masalas for 3 to 6 months, so I don't want to add any oil. So it will take a little bit longer time to fry these masalas, but it's worth to spend these times, and your cooking will be really easy. So this is almost done. So I will transfer this in the same lentils and coriander seeds that I fried, and then we are going to start frying for puliyodara or variety rice masalas. See, the chilies are breaking so easily. This is done. Now let's start to roast peanuts. I have taken 1.5 cups of peanuts. So this is raw peanuts, just store-bought raw peanuts, and roast this until it turns to golden color. If you want to remove the skin, it's your choice, but I don't want to remove the skin. It gives you nice color to your puliyodara when you want. If you want temple style puliyodara, the color is really important and the taste as well, definitely. So to get the perfect color, don't remove skin and make sure all the chilies and lentils, everything is cooled down completely. This is really important before we grind. So my peanuts are almost done. To this I'm going to add 1.5 cups of sesame seeds. I'm using both black and white sesame seeds. If you use black sesame seeds, you will get perfect temple style puliyodara. So I'm using both. So you will get perfect consistency, and also the black sesame seeds will give you more taste than the white one. So don't skip this method. Try to use exact measurement and exact ingredients to get perfect temple style puliyodara. It's not only for puliyodara, you can cook lot of varieties, and do not mix this with the other spices. Just keep it in a separate plate and it has to cool down completely.
Once everything is fried, you have to dry this completely. It has to cool down completely. So be patient. Just spread it in a newspaper or a big plate. So let it cool down, then you grind it in with the use of normal mixer grinder that we use at home.
It's perfectly cooled down. Now we are going to grind this. In India, we used to go to rice mill, so they will give you nice fine powder. But here we don't have that facility, so we are going to use the mixer grinder. And don't worry about if you don't get the fine powder, and we don't. It's not required as well for sambar powder or puliyodara powder or variety rice powder. So we don't need a perfect fine powder. So if it is a little bit like this consistency, it is perfect. And transfer these powder, the masalas, in a wider bowl. So it will be easy for mixing. So add one by one and make sure the peanuts and sesame seeds we are not going to grind now. I will show you at the end how to prepare that. So we are going to grind only the lentils, coriander seeds, chili, curry leaves. So all those 3 steps that we ground. So we are going to grind that one only. Finish grinding all of them, not the peanuts and sesame seeds. Don't forget that. I will show you how to mix that one as well at the end. So let's prepare first the sambar powder, sambar powder, vatta korambu powder, and fish masala. So these 3 spices we are going to grind first. Then I will show you the rest 4 of them after this one. So let's grind this. So how much the fine that you will get in your mixie, so that's more than enough. If you can see the consistency, so this is perfect and it's almost done. I think I have completed to grind all of them. Now with the spoon, mix it completely. It has to combine everything together. And to this recipe I'm not using hing, that is asafoetida, because if I believe that asafoetida we have to use it while cooking only to get perfect that asafoetida smell and then the flavor. So I always use in my curries only, not during the masalas preparation. So you can follow, otherwise you can add asafoetida in this stage also if you like. But to get the perfect aroma of asafoetida, add it at the end of your curries or rasam. This masala you can use it for rasam as well. Just add half a teaspoon of this masala. Your rasam will be amazing. So it's not only 7 in 1, I think it's 8 in 1. So the sambar vatta korambu fish masala is ready. I'm going to transfer this into my glass bowl. This is 1 kilo bottle, so I'm going to store this 1 kilo for I'm going to separate 1 kilo for vattakozhambu, sambar and fish masala. So I'm going to store this first, and then I will show you how to prepare the other spices. Store it always in an airtight container.
This is my sambar powder. It's not only for sambar. I use this powder for vattakozhambu, fish curry, sambar. So all these three main curries that I use this powder. So for 1 cup of tur dal, just use 1 tablespoon of this powder. You will get aromatic sambar or fish curry or vattakozhambu. So you definitely try this. You will enjoy your family and your kids.
Now let's start to prepare puliyodare or variety rice masalas. So just mix once. Now we are going to grind the peanuts and sesame seeds that we roasted. Use the same mixer jar and grind this into a coarse powder, not a fine powder. If you see any chunks of peanuts or sesame seeds, it's don't worry about it. We want that consistency. It has to be coarse powder. So grind this first, then we will add. So the consistency should be like this. Now transfer this into the masala that we ground before. Mix it completely. Mix it thoroughly. Then the puliyodara powder is ready. Isn't it so simple? So this is a 4-in-1 powder. So you can use this for puliyodara, capsicum rice, radish rice, wangi bath, that is brinjal rice. So you can use for multi-purpose powder. So if you don't have enough time to cook curries or anything, just cook white rice and then mix it, and you will enjoy any type of variety rice. You have to just cook some vegetables, stir fried vegetables. It goes very well. Try it and you will definitely enjoy and you will love it. So I'm going to transfer this. I wanted to show you how I mix to my puliyodara. So I prepared puliyodara paste and I'm adding around 3 tablespoons of this puliyodara powder and mix it. So you don't have to cook this masalas. You can just straight away add in to your cooked rice or vegetables. So it goes very well because we slow cook all these roasted nuts, roasted lentils, seeds and chilies. So everything is cooked perfectly, so you don't have to cook the masala. So add into your hot rice or stir fried vegetables. It will taste amazing. So I'm going to store this in another bottle. This is 1 kilo bottle as well. So I got around 2 kilos of nearly 2 kilos, around 1.5 to 2 kilos of masala. That with this quantity you can store this up to 6 months, but I use it for less than 3 months. I cook more fish curries, sambar, more variety rice, especially brinjal rice or capsicum rice. So whatever vegetable, the crunchy vegetable, if you have, you can.
This is my puliyodara powder. This is not only for puliyodara. This is to make 4 different varieties of rice. One is for capsicum rice. The second one is for radish rice. The third one eggplant rice. The fourth one puliyodara. So I use this powder to make 4 different variety rice. If you want to make capsicum or eggplant that is wangi bath or radish, just cook the vegetable 3/4, cook saute the vegetables until it cooks 3/4, then add 2 tablespoons of this powder, then add your rice, mix it well and cover the lid and cook in a cook this in a low flame for 5 minutes. The rice will be ready just in 5 minutes. So this powder you can use it for any vegetable variety rice. So try this recipe.
You can store these masalas up to 6 months, but I use it like between 1 to 3 months. So the quantity is based on how much regularly that you use in your cooking. So you can reduce or add the quantity based on your usage.
So these are all the 2 spices. Label it, otherwise you will get mixed up. Try this powder at home. Your kids and family will enjoy and they will ask more and more.
I hope you all enjoyed watching my video. I felt if you think this is useful and informative, if you like this video, please thumbs up and share with your friends. Please subscribe to Nageshwari's Kitchen. I will see you in another video. Bye.